This week's parent update. I am your children and family minister, John Rhodes, here to update you on all the things going on here in the kids ministry at First Christian Church. Yesterday was a wonderful Sunday. We had a lot of fun over in KidZone. We did our Jesus series. So all through this series, we're talking about Jesus and what he did and just all the amazing things that he did when he came to this earth and what he's doing now. So we just talked all about that. Last week we focused on Easter. This week we focused on how he makes all things new. So not only did we focus on the fact that he's going to make the world new and how he died for us, but how he makes us new as well. And what we did is we went through the ABCDs of following Jesus. And you may have heard your kids talk about this if you've looked through our baptism book. This is in there as well. We talked a little bit about baptism because it does include it. But basically it's A for admit, B to believe, C to choose, and then D to decide. So A is to admit that you've done wrong, to admit the things that you've done wrong to God. B is to believe that Jesus actually came to this earth, that it was real, that it actually happened. C is to choose to follow him every day, every minute, every hour, every single time we see, every single time we blink, we're following him. And then finally D is to decide. So decide to be baptized. So that's kind of the way that we help the kids remember that and know that, and they can say it verbatim. So if you can, just remember to say, hey, what are the ABCDs of following Jesus? Your kids will probably know it. We say it every single week. It's one thing that we do every week that we ingrain in them. Things that we do every week are like KidZone procedures. We do communion every week. We do the ABCDs of following Jesus every week. Those are things that do not change, that they just get pretty much cemented into their mind so they know them. Things that do change are like our Bible story and Bible verse and the Bible point every week. So this week's Bible point was you can help Jesus make all things new. Ask him what he made you to do. So we talked about how, we are made new by Jesus, but once we are made new, we can also help Jesus make everything else new as well and help him make other people new by talking about Jesus and spreading the gospel and telling people about who he is. And so that really was something that resonated with the kids who had already been baptized. So a little difficult to try and communicate that to kids who have been baptized and kids who haven't, but overall it was a really good lesson. The Bible verse we looked at comes from Revelation chapter 19, verse 16 from the NLT. On his robe at his thigh was written this title, King of Kings and Lord of Lords. And we really looked at that verse just to show the kids and to remind them just how powerful and how strong Jesus is, and that he really is our overall Lord. He really is our overall King. There is no one that has the power that he has, and he is the only one with the power to make all things new. And the Bible story we looked at is Adam and Eve when they fall into sin in Genesis 3. So we were all over the Bible in this lesson with our Bible verse in Revelation and the Bible story coming from Genesis 3. We really focused on the snake in the garden. I almost said the desert. I was like, nope, that's a different story. In the garden, and how he came to tempt and try to get them to do the wrong things, and how Adam and Eve, they eventually gave in, but we can have Jesus to make us new. Even after we've sinned and we've done wrong things, we can still do the ABCs of following Jesus. He can make us new. And then we did a little craft with shields at the end, helping them understand that, Jesus is like our shield. So most kids made a cross on it, or they drew something to Jesus, shield ourselves from sin because Jesus makes us new. Over in WeeKidz, it was also a good Sunday. They had a good time over there. They're continuing to go through their It Is Finished series. And their Bible point their Bible point all month long. These are things that don't change every month for them. Are I show love to everyone. Their Bible verse is John 13:34 from the NLT. Just as I have loved you, you should love each other. And then the Bible story all month long at Jesus' sacrifice. And so we pick and choose from a few different areas to look at, but the main ones are John 18:28 through 19:42, Luke 23:34 through 35, and then 44 through 45 as well. If you are somebody who's staying home right now and watching online, we encourage you to do the family lessons with your kids. Don't neglect them. Let them have their time to learn as well. So our lessons are posted every week on the Linktree, linktr.ee/FCC Brazil Kids. Or you can also find them on the website too. There's a link in the description for that. Sunday school is continuing to be closed right now. We do not have any interest from anybody, but I do assume that will change as people start coming back in and people maybe go to that adult Bible fellowship hour, the 9:30 to 10:30 time. So if you are somebody that you are wanting to go back to that time and you would like for KidZone and WeeKidz to be open, please get in contact with either me or Shaylee. We want to have that time back open, but we just don't want to open up during that time if there's not going to be any kids there, because then we ask volunteers to be there, we do things to set up, and then if nobody shows up, then we basically have done all this stuff for nothing. So please let us know if you would like for that to happen. And then finally, VBS is this summer. It will be June 28th through the 2nd of July. I think we had a typo in the bulletin this week. It said June 18th through July 2nd. It is not that. It is June 28th through July 2nd. And this is going to be a week that is only for elementary age. So preschool, we are not going to have VBS for preschool this year. This is only going to be for elementary age during this time. So if you would like to volunteer, we'll have volunteer sign up soon. If you'd like to sign up your kids, we'll have kids sign up soon. But please do volunteer. This is a big event, a week-long thing that we do need a lot of help for. So if you're able to volunteer, we would greatly appreciate it. So thanks so much, everyone. If you have any questions, please send me a message or send me an email. Same thing with Shaylee. We would love to help out however we can. So thanks. Have a great week.